Howdy, gamers, and welcome to Checkpoint Reach, a weekly show where we discuss a topic in gaming, occasional news stories, some movie and TV quotes, and just random life rants. Thank you all so much for joining us. I am so sorry. I am Lex. You cannot see me currently, but hey, it's okay because the looks and the brains of the operation is the one who's showing right now, and his name is Ernie. Ernie, how are you doing, friend?
Hello, hello, my friends. I'm doing great, dude. I'm doing fantastic, as they say. Who's they? Me and my friends on the internet. How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm good, man. I'm sorry you can't see me. I don't know. My camera just messed up. I was using it for when I was doing my little Ghost of Yo type gameplay on my PlayStation, and when I transferred it back, it's just giving me issues. And I should have checked earlier, but but I'm like, you know what? Let's just get this going. Ernie says he doesn't have time for this, dude. He said, hey, you should have had this ready weeks ago. And I'm like, okay, my bad. So now if you see me, I'm on a little phone call with him. He's my ID. I don't know if it's up. Like I can't see it on my end, but
Yeah,
I hope it
you
is,
can
dude.
see it. It's that little picture you sent me. It's like
But dude,
it's not the best looking version of it because it's like all like kids like small. But go ahead.
oh, I'm not good looking for you. Dude, how you been, man? I know it's been about a week and about 2 weeks almost since I last saw you on the. I mean, we talk, but we haven't
Yeah,
recorded.
definitely.
Last week we had a little hiatus with a little gameplay. How you been, dude? What have you been up to, dude?
I've
That
been
I don't know.
doing I've been doing really well. I've been midterms right now, so I've been really busy with school. But other than that, it's been pretty chill. You know what I mean? Like, I'll kind of we'll talk more about the games I have been able to play because there's been
Whoa,
two that I
whoa.
played and during my like off time. And other than that, just kind of chilling, getting ready for October 30th, which is tomorrow as of record, my daughter's birthday. So we're getting ready for that, setting up all these things. They painted her room and
Mm-hmm.
I had new flooring put in, dude. There was a lot going on, but it's like a lot going on that no one really cares to hear about. It's just kind of like random things like that. But it was cool. It was a great weekend, I guess, or a great week, I should say. What about you, my friend? How are you?
That's good, man. Happy early birthday to your daughter. As this episode drops, happy early birthday. Um, well, just birthday in general, I guess. Dude, I've been good, man. Too. I've been, just living. I'm just kidding. No, I've been pretty busy as well. I have a neighbor. I have my neighbor who's working on our fence, which has been nice. Obviously, we got to pay him, but and so that's been going on. Been kind of just doing a bunch of stuff around the house, having some birthday parties and Halloween's around. So it's like it's just been busy last couple of weeks. But hey, we're almost done with the month, and I'm ready, dude. I'm ready. It's crazy. It's already November, dude. I'm excited for the Thanksgiving and the Christmas time, dude. I'll tell you what.
I know that's coming like fast, right? Like last time, well, I guess not really, and because like I was gonna say last time it came not that fast, but it still came pretty quickly. But it's just like you go to Target and you're like, let me go get something for Halloween. It's coming up or whatever, and then it's already Christmas stuff, and you're like, what the hell, like, dude, jeez. Let's
Yeah, exactly.
relax, dude. Why is it so fast? But okay, I mean, it's not the biggest deal, but it's just very interesting that you see it that way, right?
No, yeah, slow down, as they say. Uh,
Easy, you know what I mean?
you sure?
Mm.
Uh, dude, I want to say something real quick.
Please
It's
say
kind of nice not having my camera on because I can just kind of like not have to worry about my appearance.
it.
This guy looks all good, haircut.
Thank you.
I look all haggard, dude, but it's okay. Hey,
Hagrid. Nah, you probably you
red.
look great on the telephone right there in
Yeah,
jolly
thank
old
you.
London.
Jolly old London.
No, yeah. To be honest with you, I've thought of not doing camera anymore and just going audio, just because it's
mm,
like so much simpler. You just got to plug and play. It's just video. It's just audio, right? Nothing crazy. But then I'm like, dude, I know for a fact if we do that on YouTube, people are gonna, and if we get big enough, people are gonna be like, well, we want to see your face, brother. You know what I mean? Like Clayton Bigsby, you know?
dude, yeah, I mean, listeners, if you want to see our face on YouTube, I mean, again, like I think for the most part, for when you watch something on like a YouTube, like you look at the face, but you're not watching it the whole time. You know what I mean? Most of the time, it's background noise, regardless. But every once in a while, you peek in, you see what they're doing. We'll be like, "Oh, Artie's making this face right now." Ha ha. But yeah, dude. Anyway, dude, let's get on. Let's get on with it. Before we get into the topic today, dude, I do want to hear what have you been playing. It's been, like I said, a couple weeks now. Tell me, please, please.
So I'll start off with the one that I recently just played. So as a record, I want to say it came out yesterday, which was October 29th. Was oh no, sorry, 28th, because today's the 29th.
Yeah, today's turn.
Battlefield 6 dropped their Warzone, which is called Red Sec, I believe. Terrible name. Just doesn't roll off the tongue to say. I wish I had like something cool like Battle Zone or something really silly like that that just sounded much more like a robot battle royale, like easy to say and share with friends. But
Battlefield.
I mean, yeah, love is a battlefield. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I just don't like the name. But I played like 2 games today. I was able, like, I had time. I went to, I was telling you prior to this, but I have a group of my cohorts or cohorts, I guess I should say. Sorry, cohorts, which is all my like the students that are in the program with me. And sometimes we meet up in the library like really early in the morning and we just study and we just do homework. We do it together. So we did like all the homework. I finished all my stuff. And so when I came home, my daughter went for a walk with her grandma. And I was like, I'm going to set up everything I need to set up, which is what are we doing in our recording? And I'm like, I'm going to download Battlefield 6 Red Sec or whatever, Red Sack, and play 2 games, dude. I'm enjoying that game, dude. I really want to go back and play. I actually told you if we should do a little let's play of it, and you're like, "Well, I gotta set it up," and I forgot what the reasoning we couldn't do it. Oh, because of the spooky episode, right? And
Mhm.
so maybe we'll do it next time. But dude, it's a lot of fun. You should play that with the friends. I know James and maybe even Caesar, dude. That'd be a great game to play all together. It's pretty fun. Like it feels a little different than Warzone, but I think like even had you not played even because you played Warzone, you'll kind of understand a little bit here and there of like what you need to be doing when you're playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no, it looks interesting. I would like to try it out. Definitely. You're playing on PC, I'm assuming.
I am. Yeah, try it on PS5. I know maybe the PC that you own now isn't as powerful, but try it
Hmm.
on PS5 and you could do cross play and all that stuff. So it's like it'll still work really well. I'm getting on my PC. I'm getting like 170 frames per second on my thing, which is pretty like that's pretty good. That means it's pretty well optimized. I don't have like the most powerful PC, but I assume if you mess around with yours, you could probably get it at a good FPS. But I mean, I'd rather than do that. Just do the PS5 Pro probably can handle that like a champ. And it's free, like I said, free to play. So I don't know how that works if you don't have PlayStation Plus, but I think you should be fine.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
I
was
think.
playing that.
Yeah, I think I just download it. I'll try it.
Dope.
Good.
Yeah, give that a chance. And then so that was a lot of fun. I kind of want to go back. I want to play more just so I know what I'm doing cuz right now I've only gone to 8th place and you know, you want to get a dub. You want to see what it feels like. A little taste of the glory. See what it feels like. Or what does he say? See what it tastes like. Um you know that part where he goes, "You let them hurt me like these." But
That's me.
yeah,
You.
so yeah. so so I was playing that and then I have not played a Pokemon game in a very long time. And I bought Pokemon Legends ZA, right? And I bought it for the Switch, but I started playing it on the PC. You can watch a gameplay that I had because I was like, you know what, I want to see if it runs better because on my Switch it's like okay, but I'm like, what if I like make it run a lot better? And so I started playing on the PC, and you get a little bit more frame rate. And I think in my gameplay, you can kind of see me playing and seeing how it is. It's a little wonky still, even on the Switch. It's kind of weird. Like the frames will like, or sorry, not the frames. The background takes a while to render in. And I guess if you probably have to get the Switch 2 version. That's probably like the best version. And I'm telling you guys right now, that game
Mhm.
is dope. I'm enjoying it. I think it's really great. It's very simple. Sometimes for me, I look at listen. I understand. Pokemon is all of what I've heard people call it is a baby RPG, right? It's like very simplistic, nothing crazy. You go into the world, you get your Pokemon, you talk to people, you finish the game. Nothing crazy. You're not going to have people dying on you. You're not going to have the craziest story. I understand that. I understand why people love Pokemon. Is this game worth $69? Hell no, it is not. But it is a great game. Like it's a lot of fun. It's enjoyable. I'm having a good time. Like it is a plug and play game for me. I don't have to worry about anything crazy happening on screen. I'm just playing the game. If you love Pokemon, you're going to love the game. If you've already grown tired of Pokemon's same old thing they're always bringing out, this isn't going to change anything for you. It's not even the little things where the battling system, because now you can run around and battle and you could make your Pokemon go in different directions as you play. that is awesome. It's cool. It's really fun. But if you've already been playing those games like Legend Arceus and all that, this isn't going to make it much better for you. But I still am having a good time. So I know that there's a little thing going on the internet where there's like the people that hate it and the people that love it, and it's like I understand both sides of it. I'm enjoying it. It's fine for me. Like I don't hate it, but I know it's not worth that money. Like I know we could be getting something better from the Pokemon Company, and that bothers me. But also like this is what these games are made for, right? It's made for the kids who are barely playing games probably because I'll tell you this, Lex, dude, and this would probably bother you a little bit too, is like when you're playing the game, the beginning of the game, it's just holding your hands. It's like it's trying to tell you that you don't know how to play a game, so let me show you how to play a game. And while that's happening, it's bothering me because I'm like, I've played so many games, right? I was like, I know what I'm doing. But it's like, I understand that if I let someone else play a game who's not really played a game or people who've like, are barely starting to play, like I understand why this is for them. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, man, I see what you're saying with the hand holding. I mean, I think that's totally fine, but yeah, I can see how it would be frustrating for us. But like, I try to think back to like when we were playing the original Pokemon. Was it really hand holding us that much? Not really, right? It was kind of like, here it is, get going. Um, I guess just as you gotten older, it just gets a little easier, more tutorials. I don't know.
That's the thing.
That's not the case with every game, but I'm just talking Pokemon games specifically.
I think you're right, but I think what they do, well, most games that I've noticed is like they tell you, do you want a tutorial? And then, but this one's like ingrained in the game, like in the beginning of the game. So it makes
Can't
the
skip.
process of the beginning really slow until it gets really into where it wants to be or where you want to be, I guess. Because it does get fun. Like there's a lot of cool things that you can do, and it feels much easier than like the other Pokemon games that I've played. Because I've come from like, again, I haven't played Pokemon games in a very long time. So like the games I was playing is like Pokemon like black and white, freaking, gold, silver, like red, blue, and it's like you have to level each individual Pokemon, right? And in this one you just level up one and then it's just like leveling it up, you know what I mean?
Interesting.
It's leveling them up all. Sorry, I apologize, but yeah, it's just
Mhm.
leveling them all up. So it's cool, and then it's not because like to me, I'm having a good time, but I like again, it's like to tell you guys like right now, look at you in my face, look at my face, looks all tired. But like to tell you this is worth $69, it is not. It's not worth 69 bucks. This is worth like 50, 40 bucks. It's
Mhm.
still a solid game. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff, but it's like it's not worth that. Like if you want like those $80 that Nintendo is asking for, you're going to need this game to look and run them much better than it is. It's running fine, but it should not look like this. Not in this day and age. You know what I mean? It's just like we're getting games like Power World, right? That it's like the Pokemon clone, sort of, and that game looks freaking crazy. Compared to this, it's wild, dude. Like,
Yeah, I had someone respond when I posted when we posted on our Instagram a username A Sydney. Uh, yeah, it said her and her husband hated it. They replaced it with Digimon Time Stranger instead. They said it was disappointing, and so yeah, so that's
yeah.
what I got from
See,
her.
it's funny because I've never been so I'm a big Pokemon fan. I've watched all the
Mhm.
anime, not all of it, but most of it, right? And then so I've always just been a fan. I've never been a fan of Digimon. I just never got into it. But I
Yeah,
saw gameplay for the Digimon. I don't know if you've seen it actually, Lex.
I have
But I
not.
so they do like Pokemon where it's like open world, right? You're walking around this city or whatever, and you see the Digimon one, dude, and it's like full of people, full of things. Like it's like really cool looking, and I'm like, dude, what the heck is this game?
Yeah,
It's wild, dude.
that's
I'm
pretty
like,
cool.
dude, and then you go to Pokemon, and it's like you're like the
Yeah,
womp womp like what is, like we have not a lot of cool stuff here. It's interesting, bro, but I mean, um yeah, so I'm done with my little rant, but my friend Lex, now I know you've been on hiatus. You've been all over the world here. Have you had time to play or have you even played any
dude.
new
Yes,
games?
dude. Yes. Obviously, the last time we talked, I said I purchased Ghost of Yotai, and I was like, I'm gonna get a little taste, get a little bite. And dude, I took a chunk, dude. I am so addicted to the game. I'm having such a blast with it, and it's so hard to balance that with like Silent Hill and Death Stranding because like they're just so different. Like I think I was telling you I played Silent Hill after a Ghost of Yotai run, and I was mad that I couldn't go any faster than. I was like, why am I going so slow? Um, but dude, I just been playing a lot of that. I'm having a great time. The open world is addicting. It's super easy as well. It doesn't feel like overwhelming. Like it feels natural. You know what I mean? Like, there's some open worlds are like, I gotta go over here and do this. It's like, no, like this game feels so. It's just naturally like you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna take care of this real quick, and it's so easy to get to your destinations. And dude, the fast travel is like super fast, like seconds, literally, to get to your next destination. And I'm in the second little biome like area now, but I went back to the first just to complete a couple things. But doing the bounties is super fun. Like some of the stories are really cool, and I'm having a blast, dude. I'm addicted to the game. I think I'm about like maybe 8 hours. I want to say maybe 7, 8 hours in yet, and I haven't killed any more of the Yotai 6. I've only done the first, because you kind of do it. Well, no spoilers, but yeah, dude. Obviously I played that Let's Play. It was funny because I was playing. I was like, oh man, I did like a gambling section. I'm like, nobody wants to see this. I'm like flipping coins, but then I like infiltrated a fortress as well. But dude, it is fun. I'm enjoying the hell out of the game. I think it's great. And dude, yeah, that's really what I've been playing. I've been playing a little Fortnite as well, just to kind of get ready for just trying to beat the battle pass before. Spoiler alert! One of me and Ernie's favorite little thing coming up, The Simpsons, dude. It's gonna have a little Simpsons mini event, dude. Well, we'll come back with an episode about it because I know we're gonna want to talk about it because me and Ernie are Simpsons fans.
I
But
think
yeah,
we're probably gonna end up playing it. Honestly, that's
yeah,
probably
I
gonna be
mean,
a let's play for
we,
sure.
we definitely just do that. But yeah, dude, Ghost of Yota is what I've been playing. It's been on my mind. I'm like, it's so easy to hop in and out of like a session. Um, you can just kind of stop within it, and the story's great. I mean, again, there's some predictable moments, but I'm still having a blast with it, dude. I'm loving it. So that's where I'm at. I really do want to go back to the Stranding, but man, it's just like I can't. I just Ghost of Yota has me, dude, like a black tar. You know what I mean? Um, and it's so funny because I'm like, obviously today's episode pertains to scary games, and you and I had talked about, oh, we're gonna really work on Silent Hill for spooky season, and look at us, dude. I mean, I guess Death Stranding in a way is kind of spooky. I know you haven't played it, but
I mean, I played a little bit of it, but like not as much as like you have. I don't think.
yeah, but it's all right. No, no, don't worry. But yeah, dude, I'm having a great time. But dude, that's what I'm playing, and I want to talk about some other games we have played before for today's episode of games that truly terrified us. These are games that we have played. So I know there's plenty of games out there that I've heard of that I probably won't even dare try to touch. But these are games we have played and at the time spooked us, some more than others. But yeah, dude, let's get into it, dude. Question: have you ever gotten a horror game where you just want to put the controller down and you're just like, man, but you couldn't because you're just like
Uh
you want to know what's going on, but like at the same time you can only play in like little sessions, right, for some scary games. um,
well, I
well,
mean, I guess the one game that comes to mind, which is the fairly new one that we played, was Silent Hill 2. Like
yeah.
I was very intrigued by the game, right? And I know it's on
Mhm.
our list as well. And I remember playing the game and going really hard into it, and it's difficult for me because I've always said this, and I will always stand by this. I'm a scaredy cat. I get scared fairly easily. I'm not a jumper, but I do get like nervous, and my hands get sweaty and I shake like. But I don't like shout. I don't like, oh, that's not me really. But I do get scared pretty easily. And so Silent Hill 2 F was rough, dude. I remember playing
just
that game.
just just
But
Silent Hill 2. You said Silent Hill 2 F.
oh yeah, you're right.
That's
Silent
not
Hill 2. Yeah, Silent Hill
F.
2. My bad. Yeah,
uh,
so Silent 2. And so I would play that game. I would call someone, or I'd be on Discord, and I would be on Discord with people that were just there, and I wasn't even talking. I was just on Discord. Needed to hear people's voices in the background because that game scared the crap out of me. I think I would even listen to audios that you and I would do, and I would have that on. And I remember juggling two games at the time, Lex, if you remember this. We also had Astrobot that had come out around
mm-hmm.
the same time, I want to say maybe. And I remember like playing that game for like 30 minutes. I'm like, dude, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Like my nerves are shot. Let me play a little bit of Astrobot. And I would play Astrobot. Kind of like when, I don't know if you do this when you go watch a scary movie. I still do this. But I would watch a scary movie. Nah, I don't do this as much. But I used to do this very consistently. But I would watch a scary movie, come home and watch a Disney movie. Do you ever do that?
I mean, yeah, we don't watch like a Disney movie specifically, but we'll watch like something funny or like, oh, we gotta put
Yeah,
something funny on. Like even if it's late, you know what I mean? We're like, oh, let's just put it
exactly.
on.
Yeah,
That's
you
just something to
gotta.
get the scaries out. You know what I mean? But
Exactly. They'd like your wife or girl will be like, "Can you go get something from the kitchen?" And you're like, okay. And you go, and then you hear running back.
exactly.
God, what you say?
Yeah, dude. No, yeah. I mean, I would think the same as Silent Hill because we both played it. I mean, we can get into it now. I mean, let's
Yeah,
talk about
please.
it. Like what stands out about this game. Well, first of all, I think we talked about it. I'm when I do it a Silent Hill episode. Um, I did not play the originals. I remember watching the movie as in middle school, but playing this new one was so much fun. And it was one of those games. And like, I'm typically not a big horror game person either, because yeah, I do get creeped out. And most of the time, I'm playing Home Alone. And this game, especially, I have my headphones in. I'm just sitting there, my back's turned. I keep looking back every once in a while just to make sure, like, oh, I'm good, right? I'm good. And it's funny because, like, like I'm sure this happens to many people, but like you even mentioned when you ran back from like the kitchen or whatever. But like when you watch something scary or play something scary, all of a sudden, like everything gets heightened, like your senses, like you're, oh, what was that?
Mm.
You're something like you're that, like I don't know. It's so funny. But yeah, dude, the game is a psychological masterpiece. Like it's about the guilt, and I mean, I don't want to spoil too much about it, but it's just super eerie. You run into some crazy looking enemies. Pyramid Head is terrifying. He's a symbol. He's a sex symbol. I'm not kidding. I've heard people say that before.
Jesus
You
Christ.
know, I'm sorry. I want to go back to this. You know how you said like when you watch something fun after you get home from something. Have you seen those videos where someone was like the game was too scary? They get scared and all of a sudden they pause it and they go to like Mickey Mouse and it's a hot dog, hot
Oh
dog.
yeah, yeah.
Like some
They
shit like
turn it
that.
off all fast, right, or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, fantastic game, bro. I was hooked. I was into it. I was really yeah. This was only last year, right? That this came out.
I believe
And
so. I think you're right.
yeah,
Yeah, last
you and
year.
I were playing it pretty hard. But great game. I know we talked about it a lot, so I don't know if we want to get too much more into it, but
No, I mean the last thing I'll probably say about it was, I mean, you weren't spoiling it. It is about guilt. It is about grief. A lot of the Silent Hill stories are about something that your main character is dealing with, and it sort of projects itself into the world, and that's what Silent Hill is about. Um, for the most part, from what I recall, and I think with Silent Hill F, they do that as well. Not the same sort of like guilt grief kind of thing. It's a little bit different, I want to say, but it plays off so well, right? I think the way the atmosphere of the game and the fog and the music and everything kind of go the way the gameplay is all blends in so well, especially as the gamer, like as us the player, because it feels like we are immersed in the world, right? Like at some point you I don't know if you all feel this way, and I think you and I do, Lex, share the same sentiment here, but at some point you start to feel like, okay, I know what I'm doing and I can beat some ass. You know what I mean? Or I have a lot of like ammo or something. Like that you're kind of becoming a little bit more unstoppable as a character, right? But like in the beginning you're like running away a lot. You're trying to figure it out. But then
I
go ahead.
sorry, I feel that more that way with Resident Evil games like Silent Hill
True.
2. Yes, I did get a little more confident towards the end, but you're still not fully equipped. You're still relying on like a pipe
Y-
and
Yeah,
very light ammo. You know,
yeah, because like, well, Resident Evil's like a lot different, right? Because Resident
you
Evil,
can upgrade and all
you
that
get
stuff.
some crazy weapons, right? That like you do not get in Silent Hill 2.
What are
And
you buying?
yeah, the Silent Hill 2 definitely is more of a psychological horror game than it is like what Resident Evil is, which I think is more like survival horror game. Which I guess we can get into that game if you want to get into that next game.
Yeah, and let's talk about that. We're not going in particular order here. What's the scariest in our ranking? We're just kind of going over the place. But yeah, dude, I threw in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard because a lot of people talk about how this game was a return to the form, right? For Resident Evil, like it had kind of lost its roots after like during like 5 and 6, and like they needed a reboot, and they went back to the horror. They went first person, and I've told the story before, but the first time I played Biohazard was in VR, and dude, it was terrifying. It was one of the scariest experiences, and I didn't finish it that way. I ended up just playing, and this is a game definitely like that scared me throughout the whole game until the end, where I'm like, all right, I'm all upgraded. I don't even care anymore. I'm good. I know what's going on. But yeah, the Baker family was terrifying. I mean, obviously, there's some more to the story that kind of makes it feel sad as well. But yeah, dude, it was rough, and it was you're in this house basically. It just feels you feel what is it, claustrophobic, right? What
Hmm.
about you? What were your thoughts on it?
No, I agree with you. It was interesting because that was my first horror VR game that I ever played. I only played like the section where the main father, the main baker, daddy, I guess you would say, he
Yeah,
comes at you when you're in the car, right? Huh?
he said, "Daddy,
The daddy, dude. The
Daddy
daddy, dude.
Kane."
Big Daddy Kane. And I remember playing that in the VR, bro. And that experience, I remember like, oh, like the fear because it felt like, I think we wrote it on here, but it felt like you were suffocating in this particular little moment because you're like you said, you're claustrophobic in this like particular quarters of like this garage that you're in at the time, and I remember like playing the game and trying to finish that, and then like that was the first time I took out a headset and I went like that, like I took it off and I was like, oh, like I can't continue to play this game like this. Like it's not gonna work out. I'm never gonna beat it. And granted, honestly, I never got to beat it. Not till like very recently, like this year, I beat that game, which is funny. I don't know if I ever told you this.
No, I don't think you did, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
got
I'm glad you did.
so yeah. So my brother-in-law and I played that game. He ended up finishing by himself, and
Mm-hmm.
him and I
Oh.
eventually started playing it together. But I played it mostly by myself, so I wanted to finish it. And then, unfortunately, my copy was taken. Right,
Yeah.
because God rest his soul. You know what I mean? Um,
But yes, good.
the gentleman who had it, but um, unfortunate thing. But I never got to finish it. Right. Eventually, I bought it digital again, and I just was like at the point where I'm like, dude, I don't want to go back and play this. Like, I'm just gonna like sit
Mm-hmm.
back and not play it. But this year, I'm like, dude, I think it was this year. Yeah, it had to be this year. I'm like, I really want to finish it, and so I buckled down and I beat it, dude. I was like already at towards the end of the game, and I finally finished it and I was like, this is freaking awesome. I really enjoyed it. I think Resident Evil 8 for me was a lot more fun than 7, but
Mm-hmm.
7 was a lot scarier, and I think
Oh
7
yeah.
is, like you said, return to form. So um yeah.
Yeah, his name was Jack Baker. The
Oh,
the
it's not
Baker
Daddy?
family. I
Oh,
met
okay.
him, but yeah, dude, he was terrifying, and yeah, like I said, the story is sad, um, with the family and all that stuff. But yeah, dude, it's wild, man. I remember first opening like in that VR and seeing like the dinner table and like all the nasty rotten food on there.
If you can hear me, I think you just yeah.
Yes,
Sorry, you got cut off again. Go ahead, continue.
can you hear me? We're still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, dude, it's a great game. If you have not played that game, give it a try. I know the Resident Evil Requiem pre-orders just went live, and I might pre-order it if that's steelbook. But anyway,
What did you say?
um,
Requiem? Requiem, dude.
Requiem, Requiem,
Requiem.
Requiem. Uh,
I had to correct you because I know someone's gonna probably say it, but
I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, I correct you on
Requiem.
things too, right?
I know you did. What did you?
I
The
was
other
thinking.
day.
I think I was thinking of Community, and he's like, "You've been bequeathed.
Oh, that's right. You've been
Your
bequeathed.
bequeathing is upon you." What are you gonna say?
Good Pierce. No, you're good.
What are you gonna say right now?
Nothing, my friend. Hold on
You're
one
about to
sec.
cut you off, and you're.
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
It's okay. Not a big deal. Not a
That's all
big
right.
deal.
Yeah. Dude, let's move into the next game though.
Please, please.
This game now, this game is a little different from the rest of the list because I think you and I have the same stance on this game, and it's called Outlast. This game could not outlast me because, dude, I couldn't play it. I was this game is truly terrifying. It's basically you go into a mental asylum. The only thing you have to yourself, there's no weapons. You just have a camera, and you're just relying on the light of your camera to navigate this asylum, finding batteries while you're getting stalked, dude. And dude, this game, I don't even know. It was just terrifying. I could not get past the first section because I was so afraid. And I think you feel the same, bro. And I think a lot of players are the same as well. Like, part of me would love to go back and reattempt, but dude, I don't know, man. I'm scared. What do you think?
No, man, I feel you. I don't know if I'd ever go back. Funny thing, that game was the first game I ever played on PS4 that I streamed. That was my first streamed game. Was
Mm-hmm.
freaking that game, and I remember someone hopped on my chat and told me what I needed to do,
Oh,
and I just remember getting like grabbed by whatever that demon creature was, and it's just like, "Ugh, ugh," and it's just like slamming me, and I'm like, dude, what the hell do I do? Like,
yeah.
I keep dying. It's like I think I just couldn't figure it out. Maybe if I know now, like what I knew, whatever. That sounds weird. What I know now, what I knew then. you know,
Yeah.
does that make sense?
I get it.
Okay.
I get it. I get you. I know
Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
thank you. Hopefully, the friends of the cast here know what I'm talking about. But I feel like I could probably be a lot better about it. But it's like, yeah, it was just like I just remember. That's the thing about horror games, right? Because I'm such a scaredy cat. It's like I run through a lot of things, but if I feel to the point where I never feel like I'm gonna like get any more powerful in any way, like not like
Mhm.
I need a power fantasy. I just need to know that I can protect myself. Then I'm
Mhm.
like, dude, at this point, like, what the hell am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, and that's the problem with this game. It's like, personally for me, right? Um, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm sure it's a great game. A lot of people love it, but it wasn't for me, bro. I kept trying and trying, and like, I just kept dying, or not dying, but just getting slammed. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what do I do here? Like,
Yeah,
where am I supposed to go?
it's funny too because I think I remember hiding into a closet. And he would just find me in the closet and he would pull me out. I'm like, wait, I'm like, how did he know I'm in here? Um,
Yeah, it
maybe that's
was.
maybe trying it on stream again. Well, it sounds like you need a little hand holding like Pokemon, dude. I'm just kidding.
Ding,
Bring it back.
ding,
Bring it back.
ding, ding,
Um,
ding, ding,
yeah,
ding,
dude. Part
ding,
of me
ding,
would.
ding,
I was gonna
ding.
say too, like this would be a good game to go back to and maybe stream. So it's like someone can help me out with that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm too scared, brother.
I'm done, dude. I don't want to play. Like I dislike being chased. Like I
Mm,
really it took me a while to grasp that for the new Resident Evil games. Like, cause that
mm,
pisses me off. It's like I just want to play the game and feel eerie without being chased, and then
mm.
you're just getting chased, and you're like, gosh darn it. It's like
It's kind of like Alien Isolation. We don't have on this list, so I didn't play it. I know you did.
I did,
It's
yeah.
probably like that too. You're just getting chased the whole time. Did you beat
That
it?
no, I did not, but I did have the DLC. I don't know why I bought all of it, but there was a moment in the game where like you hide for the most part. You don't really do.
Mm.
That's just what you're doing is like hiding in certain areas, and then you see the xenomorph going or whatever it does, the little noises.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the game. It's like, what are you even doing yourself at that point, right? But hey, if people love it and people like it, that's great for them. Because I know they came out with more. I think they came out with like Outlast Trials, Outlast 2, I think. But yeah, I think it was free to play, right? I think that when it first came out, I don't remember. For some reason, I remember it being free to play. But because why would I
It
buy it?
was part of the PlayStation Premium or whatever, or
Oh, that's
PlayStation Plus at the time. Yeah,
yeah, that's
that's how
probably what
I
it was.
played it.
Dude, let's move on to the next one here, dude. This is a classic because now when I first played this, now when I played this game recently, I didn't feel as scared. But the first playthrough, when
Mm.
I was a little younger, when this first came out, BioShock, dude, the very first BioShock, super eerie. And it's not like super strictly horror, but like just the whole eerie music, the eerie atmosphere. You know, it's just like the people you run into. It's like philosophical horror. You know what I mean? Um, and dude, it's intense. There are definitely moments when it's intense. I think there's like a time in the beginning where you have to escape and there's a bunch of people coming after you and you're like they're waiting for the gate to open. Like Atlas is like, oh, get the gate open for you, Lassie. And you're waiting for him to do it. And yeah, I know.
I don't think he says that, but I love that.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't say Lassie, but he said, I'll get that open for you. Would you kindly? Great game with great twists, of course. I
He's
will
all
say the last boss is not scary, but yeah,
yeah.
dude, fun game. Your first time playing it, I'm sure you were afraid as well, right?
Yeah, dude. I remember he goes, "She's a little sister." You know, like,
That's the little sister. Yeah,
Alice.
the plasmids. Android.
You now.
Find my wife and my family. God, sorry,
I
okay.
want to ask you this question because you said physical. Were you trying to say psychological horror? Or you said philosophical horror.
I mean, that's what's written on your notes, brother. I'm reading what you wrote.
Oh,
But I think it is right because that's very a lot of philosophy, right? Like a lot of things
okay.
Andrew Ryan kind of says.
Oh,
Um,
you're right. Philosophical horror. I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. That's 11 notes.
Yeah,
These are your notes.
you're right because it's because I had thought you were
Ah,
trying to say
see,
something. I thought you were trying to say something completely, but yeah, the reason I wrote that is because it's trying to sort of give you an aspect of the world that like it's not that we live in, but it's like could you imagine if we lived in that, right? And
Mhm.
it's like what is the outcome of us having this kind of world, and that's why. But
Yeah, of
philosophical
course.
horror, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, like you, when I first played the game, I remember being so scared, and it's so beautiful because it's like the way the graphics and everything. I remember when you're swimming in the water after the plane crash and how crazy the water looked. Do you remember that? I was like, oh my gosh, this is like next generation. I played this
And
on
the
the Xbox
music,
360. Yeah,
yeah.
the music was so good. Everything was just so well done. It felt like I was playing a movie or reading a really good book. And I think that's the reason that game is so sought after. Like people will always highly praise this game. Um but yeah, I remember getting scared and and having my oldest brother help me play this game. But at some point he stopped like wanting to play, so he finished it by himself, but he didn't play it with me. I didn't beat this game until I was a lot older,
Mhm.
to be honest with you. And and it was and I think we talked about this as well because I remember telling you that I didn't beat this game until after we got BioShock Infinite. Did you remember me telling you that?
Oh, you did, yeah. And I had to beat it
Yeah,
before.
yeah, because
Mhm.
we got BioShock 1 and 2 for free because of Infinite or something like that. I forget how it worked out, but I got those games because of it. So once I beat Infinite in like a day. Remember I like we went to go buy
Yeah,
it, you and
I
I
remember.
pre-ordered it. And I remember staying up like late, dude. Like fudge, dude. I stayed up till like 10 in the morning that night that we got the game and I finished the game. And I remember being like, man, I got to go back and play these games. And the beauty of it was that it never got spoiled for me. Like when I played them, like I didn't know what was going to happen in BioShock 1. I won't spoil it now because if you have not played it, you guys owe it to yourselves because it's such a beautifully written story and just the ending is like I know you said the last boss isn't great, which I agree with you, but I think the way that it ends is really immaculate and I highly recommend it to anyone who wants to play a really great horror game or I
And
guess
story driven
action
as
horror
well.
game, yeah, story
Yeah.
driven, yeah.
And like the world doesn't feel too tedious. Like it is open world in a way, but it's not super open world. Like you're pretty much in corridors that are pretty tight. But yeah, dude, I really want to go back and play Infinite as well, and like the Burial at Sea DLC and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, such a great
Because
DLC.
it is great. Now, sorry, go ahead.
Do you ever go? Because I know you played Bioshock One. Do you ever play Bioshock Two, or you don't really care for that game?
I played it maybe twice. I did not care for it as much as I did Bioshock, the first one, and then Infinite was really good as well. But I need to go back. It's been a long time. So when I played the first Bioshock, I didn't play it when it first came out either, but I did play it maybe 2 or 3 years after. I remember hearing about it. I was like, I want to try this game out. I was like, oh my gosh, this game is amazing. And I think I played it on Xbox 360 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think
But
it came out on 360 first, and then it came out on PS3 like a lot later,
yeah. But
if I'm
yeah,
not
I played it
mistaken.
before and I was like, oh my gosh, this game's amazing. And I remember, yeah, playing the second one. I was like, but
Well, it
yeah,
wasn't the
I just
same
think
guy, yeah.
no, it's about someone else.
No, I mean not
So,
the same. I don't think it was like Kevin. What's his
oh,
name?
Ken Levine or
Ken
whatever.
Levine. Yeah, I don't think it was him. I think it was like someone else, and then Ken Levine came back for Infinite. Um, but
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
not
Bioshock Two
sure.
isn't
But yeah,
bad. I still enjoyed it. I think it was a good game,
I think you
but the
play as a Big Daddy.
story,
I think.
yeah, you are a daddy.
Big Daddy King. Big Daddy King.
yeah, you play as the you play as the daddy, and it works well in terms of like the chronological order of the story there. But I think
Mm-hmm.
it's just it's not as impactful as like the first one
No,
or Infinite. I think Infinite to be honest with you, Bioshock One is a masterpiece, but I love Infinite. I
yeah,
love Infinite.
total mind blowing. Uh, yeah, dude, you know what they need to do is add long legs to Bioshock, and they'll be like, Daddy. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, dude, great, fantastic game. If you have not played, give it a run through. The next game on this list, dude, kind of similar to Bioshock in a way. Um, Truly terrifying. I just replayed the remake as well. Dead Space, brother. Dead Space was one of those games. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like. I was terrified. I love Dead Space 2 as well, but I mean, I don't know if they're going to remake it or remaster it or whatever they did. But Dead Space 1, this is another game where you're on a spaceship, the Ishimura, I think it's called. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry. But yeah, you're an engineer, which is like, it's really cool too. Like, you're just an engineer and you're using these tools that an engineer would use in space. And dude, it's so well done and it's so scary. Like, the enemies types was such a creative, like, way of you basically shoot their limbs and they'd still live.
Yeah.
But it's
That's so
terrifying.
crazy. Yeah.
It was a terrifying. It was like Alien, right? But like, obviously a different take, and it sucks. They try to redo it with they try to strike gold again with the Callisto Protocol, I think, but I don't think it worked as well.
No.
But dude, this game is fantastic, and the remake they did was super well done. If you have not had a chance to play, what are your thoughts on this game, dude?
No, yeah, man, I agree with you. It's crazy because I laughed a little bit when you were talking about the dismemberment of like the bodies and stuff, and I remember at one point in the game when I got like the gun that was able, like, I think it was a plasma cutter when I first got the game, like way back in the day, and I think it was on PS3, and I remember wasting my ammo just to see the physics of it. Because like, you're cutting all these things off and continue to do it, and it's just like, because you're in space, it's like floating away. And I was like, and then I went to the next section, and I was like, dude, I don't have freaking ammo because I was over here.
Oh my gosh,
being silly, you know. But yeah, dude, it's a great game. Really scary. I think the second one is probably a lot better than Dead Space 1. There's a particular moment with like some baby stuff, and it is freaking crazy. But Dead Space 1, the remake that they just released, I think does such a good job in continuing the, I guess, what I felt from the original when I first played that. The original was scary as heck, and the first one the remake followed that. Like, it still kept that. They did, yeah, but they kept that sort of, how to explain it, like that similar game style and story, the way that it was kind of unfolding, and so it still was very reminiscent for me. So when I played it, I remember being like, oh my gosh, I'm remembering these things, and it's so good and so like scary. Like, it was like tripping me out, dude. It was wild, bro. But
yeah, I mean, that game is a perfect example. The remake is like, if it ain't broke, don't fix. You know what I mean? Like, just improve on the formula what you had and make it a little better. And they did exactly that. And yeah, play exactly like you. It was making me remember. And I really hope they become with the Dead Space 2 one, because yeah, it's a fantastic game. Dead Space 3 was okay. It wasn't as great. Third one, but yeah, dude, that game, it's fantastic. In Dead Space, you just feel you feel uneasy, you know what I mean, throughout the whole game. It's one of those, because it's everything. You're just in these little hallways, and you just never know. And
yeah,
there's intense boss battles where you're in zero gravity trying to kill like a Leviathan, I think it was called. Crazy stuff, good stuff.
Very tight corridors. And you know what the cool thing about the new one, because I don't remember the first one. I haven't played that one in a while, the original. But when I was playing the remake, one of my favorite moments, and it felt so scary. And I know you kind of briefly mentioned, but like when you're in space and you hear no noise.
Oh right? Yeah, dude,
and it's so eerie, and you're because you're like floating, and like you're trying to like burst out to a particular location. Dude, I freaking love that. And they do such a good job with sound design. Like, props to whoever did that. Like, they did a great job. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, and then like you'll fight enemies out there, and you just hear a little bit of the guns, and while you're doing that, you have to kind of fight for your air supply. I will say there are some puzzles that are kind of kind of annoying to do, but I mean, that's just games that they do with the game design. But yeah, dude, fantastic game. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And like when you go into the airlock for the air to like transfer, it's like so well done. It's all loud again, and oh man, so good. Such a great game. If you have not played Dead Space, play it. Perfect time for spooky season, even though it's the end of spooky season. But you can always play a spooky game, Ernie.
It can be spooky. It can be a little spooky.
Spooky. Now, one of the last games we want to talk about here Maybe we should have done this more in the middle, but
Yeah, dude. I know.
it's
You're
kind of funny one
okay.
to end on. I'm sorry, I was silent. So I know Left 4
Left 4
Dead, dude.
Dead.
Dude,
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead. Now this game is funny because it was a 4-player co-op.
Yeah.
That kind of took. Why are you laughing so hard? That kind of
Because
took.
I want you to set this up, and then I want you to go look at the text message that I sent you. Obviously, I can't show you guys this because I feel like it might be a little bad. But please set it up and then watch that video after, and then you'll know why I'm laughing.
Okay. Uh, yeah. So this is a 4-player cooperative. Now, this game took the world by storm, dude. It was such a great game. But now the game is not typically scary because you're with your friends and it's fun. But now there is one enemy that is terrifying because of the noise it makes, dude. The witch.
Oh yeah, can you do that noise for us?
I don't even know. Like, it's so hard to do. The music, it scream. You're like trying to find it to destroy her before she unleashes what she does, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's like it's funny, but like it's also like, and like you see your friends just getting just destroyed sometimes. But like, what is your experience with Left 4 Dead, bro? I mean, do you remember these moments?
Dude, same. I remember playing this game, and I play a lot of these games like without really looking into anything. So I was shocked when I saw that. And I remember seeing, I think it was my brother, someone I was playing with, and I remember seeing them getting grabbed, and I was like, ah, like you just see it, and you're just like, what do you do?
Grab like the video you just sent me.
Did you see it?
I did. You're dumb. You're dumb. That's good. That's pretty good.
Thank you. I wish I could show that, but I don't think we can. Little inside joke there for you guys. Maybe Lex will describe it. I don't know. But yeah, so okay, then he will. But yeah, so I remember like one of the big things that we were able to do when we played this game was play it on the hardest difficulty and finishing it. And we felt very proud of ourselves for doing so. I know a lot of people still play it to this day and do that with like mods and make it even harder and add a bunch of cool stuff. And the game is like still like live. People still play it, and it's a lot of fun, man. I definitely recommend it. I think Left 4 Dead 2 was really fun too, but Left 4 Dead 1 is probably my favorite. Is that the one with the biker guy and he goes, "Merry Christmas"? Do you remember that?
I think so. They're all like these really like stereotypical like zombie movie characters. But yeah, the crazy thing about the witch as well is like, she wouldn't attack you unless you provoked her, right? And that's what made her scary. So like, if you didn't see her and just happened to turn around and like she was there, like you're pretty much screwed and just chaos ensues, right? Not even the big bulky Hulk monster was as scary as that freaking witch, dude. But dude, such a great game. They try to do the game again with like Back 4 Blood. I'm not sure if it was exactly the same company. It might have been, but developer. I'm sorry, and I tried playing it and it just didn't hit as well. I don't know what it was. It was the same concept, same deal, but yeah, it just didn't hit, bro. I don't know what it was. I'm like, man, something's missing, and then I don't know. Maybe it's just been too long. But yeah,
I feel like I want to ask you this question before we move on, but I know you said it didn't hit. Now, do you think that it didn't hit because of the sort of like gaming climate we were in at the time, or do you think it was just like you as a particular gamer? Because like I understand that it doesn't hit for us, right? Like we didn't really enjoy those games when they started to re-release them or try to capture lightning in a bottle again, right? But like it wasn't just us; it was like a lot of people. So like, why do you think that was?
Dude, I don't know. And it's funny, when I played it, like it didn't like run well. I think it's funny. I think when I played it, I streamed it when I had PlayStation Premium, and it was an option, so I had streamed it, and maybe that's what it was. I just didn't have a great experience, and I'm just kind of like, this is dumb. So maybe that's why I should give it another chance. It's not fair, but I also want to play with my friends. You know what I mean? I think it also loses that couch co-op flavor. You know what I mean? Even though I think Left 4 Dead you can play. I played online as well with people, but couch co-op, man. You know, you need it for these kind of games.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a funny looking character. There's a guy named Coach, just had a tie on. Bill. I mean, the biker, I think it's Francis, right? That's what you're talking about, I think.
I believe so, yeah. I don't remember his name, but I know I think he's the one, either him or it was like the war veteran. Might be. I think there's like an older guy. Is there an older guy in the first one?
Bill, he's a war veteran.
Thank you. So that guy, I want to say it's either him or, but I'm pretty sure it's the biker. He says "Merry Christmas" and he shoots. That's freaking sweet. It's not in the game. I think it's like in the trailer or something like that. But I just always remember that. But yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Lex, dude, we've come to the end of the episode, dude.
Wait, hold
I
on.
just
There's another
go ahead.
question, dude. I don't
Oh
know if you
wow,
were
whoa,
trying to answer
whoa.
any of these questions, dude. Now, if you
Go
were
ahead.
if you were to replay a horror game, do you think it would be less scary because you know what's going to happen, or still tense?
Oh
Now,
man, go
I can
ahead,
answer this for you real quick because I just
please.
replayed Bioshock. We just talked about one of those games on the
We
list,
did, yeah.
and I definitely still found it uneasy on some places, but I definitely knew more was coming. You know what I mean? But there were still some areas where I'm like, I kind of feel a little overwhelming and uneasy here. But again, I was just playing off my handheld, so it didn't really maybe not have the same effect. But what about you, man? What are your thoughts?
Personally for me, I haven't replayed Bioshock in quite some time, but I did go back and replay Bioshock Infinite not recently, but like fairly recently. And I remember playing the beginning of the game and like it's so sweet, right? Hallelujah and all that stuff. And then you get to a particular moment in the game and it starts to get you, yeah, it starts getting dark and it's a lot creepier, right? And I remember playing that and it still creeped me out. Not like it used to. So I guess you're right, but like I still felt something kind of like when I did play it the first time. I think more so that because I hadn't played it in such a long time, I kind of forgot about it like a little bit things here and there. But like once you play, you're like, oh shit, I remember this. I remember when it tells you to do this and gives you the option to like throw a rock at that couple and like things like things like that. Like you'll start, oh, I remember this. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, for the most part, I feel like I still get scared, but I'm a scaredy cat, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, when I played Dead Space again, I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrifying. But I mean, I didn't play Dead. I knew more Bioshock because I think I just played it so much.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, dude. And honestly, the question for that or the answer for that is that I probably don't play most of these games again, unless they got remade, like Dead Space, right? Or like Bioshock didn't exactly get remade, but it got a little bit more upscale for the modern
Yeah.
consoles. But yeah, dude, I think that brings us to the end of the episode, man. Anything you want to say to the nice people?
No, as always, Lex, if I may, please follow us on Instagram at checkpoint_reach. There, I and Lex will be there to answer any inquiries you might have. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also our Spotify. I don't know, what would you call that, podcaster channel? I guess we're doing.
Spotify channel.
Yeah, we're starting to put our audios there. So we only do episodes that we do long ones. Obviously, Let's Plays are a little bit more difficult, but um, yeah, please follow us there. At Checkpoint Reached, and give us a likes, give us a comment on this video, please. We would love to hear what you have to say, and maybe we'll talk about it on the next episode. We want to hear what's your favorite scary game, or maybe there's a scary game you're playing now that you've never played and you're playing now. Sometimes you can play. I saw some guy playing this game that when I was a kid, like years ago. This is like in the '90s, right? I think it was called Dino Crisis, and I was telling you about it because we were looking for a good dinosaur game, and I remember seeing them play, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I remember this game, and I remember feeling scared because the stupid dinosaurs with that play. So let us know what you're playing, or maybe what you haven't played and you want to play. But Lex, please send us home.
Yes, everyone. Thank you so much. We'll see you all next time. Checkpoint reached. Goodbye.